right, so hey, it's Ian. It is, I always have to look at my watch. I'm not very good with this. So it's Sunday, July 24th. I got David, my resident barbecue expert, and we are doing episode 1 of the road to my first barbecue competition. And we are gonna switch over to the good camera right over there, right about now. Did it switch over this time? I think it did. I know that one's recording. My name's Ian Lomas, and I have never competed in a barbecue competition.
David Risner, and I've been in them for a long time now, 6-7 years.
David Risner, 6-7 years, and give me an idea of like the competitions. Like, what do you guys compete in?
We compete in mainly KCBS, Kansas City Barbecue Society competitions. You know, we do about 10 of them a year. Generally, you know, we can't get out as much as we would like to, but because everybody has kids, you know, and everything. So, but they're mainly 4 meat category competitions. You have chicken, ribs, pork butt, and brisket, and we've done pretty well. I mean, you know, we break even, I guess, is, you know,
Okay.
the best way to explain it. So
You won some, you lost some.
won some, lost some, you know, and learned a lot along the way. So that's the main thing.
So fair enough. I think it's fair to say that you have a lot more experience than me, and you're hopefully going to be my sounding board for this competition and just kind of help me with the things that I have no idea what I'm doing about. So my experience is I haven't competed, but I have done some barbecuing thanks to you.
Pretty good, too.
Kind of started me down that path. But I mean, I've grilled a bunch in the past ever since I was in high school. I've been grilling burgers, steaks, dogs, you name it. And that's pretty much what my experience has been. So with that being said, let's talk about the plan for this whole series. So I think originally I said it was 7 episodes. It's because I just copied and pasted in my outline. It's actually 8. This is the first one. And we're gonna do this introduction video. Second is gonna be our first test cook. We're gonna do Boston butt. Then we're gonna do a test cook for steak. Then we're gonna do a test cook for ribs. We're gonna have a preparation episode where we're gonna pack everything, go through the checklist, make sure everything's there because we gotta bring everything we need for the competition. Then we're gonna set up our camp and start the cook the night before the competition. We gotta get that butt on late. And the last 2 are gonna be the actual day of the competition. That's gonna be crazy. I can't even imagine what this is gonna be like. Yeah, it's gonna be crazy. And then we're gonna circle back up. Our 8th and final episode is we're just gonna kind of break it down, evaluate what I did good, what I could have done better, what I didn't like at all, and kind of share it with you guys. So I hope you are excited about that. All right, so our competition that we have identified as my best chance breaking into this whole thing is the Wilson County Fair right here in Tennessee. It's actually a huge fair, like state fair wise, it's the biggest one in the state, I know.
It's 500,000 people every year, so
That's
one
absurd.
of the biggest in the country.
Yeah, so this is, even though it's like right in my backyard here, it's a good one to go to. And that was your first competition?
Yep, our first one.
So we're competing in 3 categories, and then there's an overall. Is that how it works?
That's correct, yep.
So it's butt, steak, ribs.
And overall, best of fair is what they call it.
Best of fair, not
Yeah.
affair. You don't want to get that confused. I don't think they give out ribbons for
And
that.
there's prize money involved.
There's prize money involved. What's so it's $15 per category, right?
Yep, 15 per category, $60 overall, and then I'm trying to think what we won last year. I think we may have won about $600 to $700 last year because we won the overall, and then like a first in second in state, first in pork, and like second ribs or something like that.
And to be clear, it's a big county fair, but this is like backyard style. So these are amateur cooks competing against guys like this.
For the most part, there are a few pro teams there.
He's got a hat, okay? I don't have my own hats yet. Exactly. Okay, so Wilson County Fair, $60 total entry fee. and it's basically we start on a Friday. You set up camp, and then turn-ins are kind of there's like a 3-4 hour window basically on Saturday, starting close to lunchtime, 1 o'clock to 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
All right. So next, I want to talk about logistics. I've never done this. I'm a good planner. I can kind of put things together and sequence them well. But what are some things that I need to be thinking about?
Well, you need to think about extension cords, power cables, water hose to hook up for water. If you things to wash utensils in, if you need that, like a bus tray or whatever they call it. There's a lot of good stuff on the internet about, checklists, competition checklists.
David, this is what I'm doing right now. I brought in an expert and he just told me to go to the internet.
All
right. Test the scene without David. No.
Well, you're gonna, as good as you plan that I know of, that you're not gonna forget a whole lot of things. And
so it sounds like it's a pretty comprehensive camping setup.
Sure.
I didn't even think about.
So
I didn't even think about the fact of like a hose. Like that's probably going to be a really important item that I wouldn't have thought about.
Well, because you're going to be
right.
I don't know how far. That's another reason to get close to the water hookup if you're not.
Yeah. Okay.
You'll need a sprayer, hose sprayer and.
Yeah. So obviously coolers, ice, anything to sustain me and keep the food prep. All good to go for the competition.
The aluminum pans you have.
Gloves.
For afterwards, you think, okay, I've turned in all this stuff. I got all these leftovers. You pull it, put it in a pan, put it in the cooler, or wherever you're going to take it home. You got to have a place for that.
I didn't even think about that.
I'm
not going to sit there and eat it all.
Right, you're not going to eat it all. And it's hot, man. So you better have some fans.
All right.
Or shade, or you come in the trailer if you get that hot.
I'm bringing a canopy, so like a little 10 by 10 easy up. So I'll have some shade, but it's only 10 by 10.
That's the other benefit to getting under the trees.
Okay. The logistics for my cook, my setup. So I'm going to be using Rectech grill. It's a pellet grill, and there you go. You wore the T-shirt. Now it looks like shouldn't have done that.
Oh, sorry.
Oh well. Anyway, so it's a Rectech grill.
Here.
It's cold in here. It's better than being outside.
Yes.
It's a pellet smoker and it's electric. Plug it in. It's pretty much idiot proof. It does a really good job. So I'm doing that. I'm going to do 2 butts and 3 racks of ribs. So I have some options for my turn in. And then the steak is going to be cooked on a little Weber grill. So I'll use that for the steak. I'll probably do 2 ribeyes. And you just slice those up into pieces. I'm going to I have an iGrill. Actually, the video I just shot yesterday was about getting the 2 probes, and I kind of just showed how it works. But again,
great product.
It takes all the great product. Name dropping, plug away.
If they're looking out here, iGrill, great product.
Oh my, so shameless. I love it. No, it is though. It makes it really easy. You don't have to think. So the Rectech makes you not think about the temperature, and then the iGrill basically tells you when to take it off.
Anything to make it easier, trust me. It makes it a better end product.
So that's what I'm using for that, and then rub and all that stuff. I could probably spend 2 hours going into that, and I'm not going to. But I will later on the test cooks. So my team name is, it's going to be South by Northwest. It's a play on, South by Southwest and North by Northwest, kind of put them together. I'm from the Northwest. I live in the South. It's real hot here. I wish this barbecue competition was in the San Juan Islands. So let's talk bold predictions, and we'll wrap this video up. So what is your bold prediction for this competition? What do you think you and your team are going to be able to pull off?
Well, we've won it the past 2 years, so
okay.
I'm hoping we're hoping to three-peat this year.
So your bold prediction, you're calling for a three-peat.
You know what? I'm hopeful of that. I think we can always be beaten. So there's I'm I'm just hoping for a first place in a category, especially state. We've tied for first, but we got beat out by the tiebreaker last year. The state's the one category we've never gotten an actual first place in, so I'm hoping to get first place in state. I had a couple of tricks up my sleeve this year for that.
Oh
So
boy, here we go. All right, so my bold prediction is that the student will become the master, and we are going to knock you guys off your perch.
that's right.
I'm just going to call it. I think I'm going to do that good. First time, we're going to win it all. And
It happens.
I'm just gonna say for overall, I don't want to make any super bold. So when they're super bold, they're really just called stupid predictions. But nobody wants to call them that. So I'm gonna say that bold prediction. We're gonna do better than you. Not necessarily win, but we're gonna finish ahead of you guys. So if you win, that means we'll win because we'd be ahead,
That's right.
and you wouldn't win.
Yep.
It's a lot of winning. All right. Thank you for watching this video. I hope it was helpful. Next video, test cook number 1, Boston butt. It's coming to you next week, and I'm really excited about it. So, until then, bye.